and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren from Lauren and the Books. I hope you're having a lovely day. Today, I'm sat on the floor. I'm sat on the floor because this afternoon, along with this cup of tea and this Turkish delight, that's my phone, I don't really, oh I do need that in a minute. I am going to be making this. It's a Raskog trolley from IKEA that I bought yesterday that I've had my eye on for a while. All over Bookstagram, I've been seeing a lot of people using these trolleys to cart their books around, and I keep seeing them and thinking, oh, I want one, I want one, I want one. And we were driving past IKEA yesterday on the way home from Centre Parks, and I said to David, let's go in and buy one. Sadly, they didn't have any bright colours. They only had white, cream or black, and they also had a blue one on display, but the blue one wasn't there in real life to buy. So I bought the white one. I think maybe eventually over time I will decorate it with little pictures, probably of the Spice Girls, and washi tape, and maybe a picture of Minnie, by the way. Minnie's in her bed. Look, speaking of things in IKEA, look, she's asleep in it. She's asleep in that bed. I can't bloody believe it. So what I thought I'd do, I thought I would make it, but also I'm just about to use my phone to put on Instagram stories. Are you too far away from me now? No. I thought I'd use my phone to put on Instagram stories. Anybody that would want me to, if there's anything anyone wants me to talk about while I'm doing this, because I don't know how long this is going to take. Hopefully not too long, but as I said, I've got Turkish delight and tea if needed. So I'm just going to go and do the Instagram story now. I say I'm going to go and do it. I'm going to do it right here, right now. So let's do it. That's that done, just done that now. Let's get on with opening it. I've also bought some hooks because I've seen a lot of people have mugs. I can't show you this because it's actually got tea in it. Mugs hooked on the side of their book trolley. Let's open it and see how long it's actually going to take me to do. I'm not too bad at making stuff, she says, not being even able to get into the box. I very much enjoy following instructions and things like that. I really love making Lego. I find it quite calming. But David is normally the person when we make stuff, when we buy stuff from IKEA, who makes it, because he also enjoys doing it. So this is what it looks like. I'm sure I would have inserted a picture, I hope. This is the size of it. There's 3 of these. So much bloody plastic in IKEA. And actually, when I was in IKEA yesterday, there was lots of signs and stuff up. Oh dear, there was lots of signs saying, here comes David. What's he doing? Oh, he's closed the door. David's in bed at the moment. Just, you promise me you're not sleeping though. What are you doing?
I'm not sleeping, I'm watching videos. All I can hear though is you yakking on.
Here's the casters that they're going to be on. But yeah, when I was in IKEA yesterday, I noticed they had quite a lot of signs saying, oh, we're really reducing our plastic intake. And then while I was in there, I said, well, literally every single thing, like every single photo frame, individual photo frame was wrapped in plastic. They do not need to be wrapped in plastic. Candles wrapped in plastic. These wrapped in plastic. If these other things can be not like that, then surely everything else doesn't have to be wrapped in plastic. So, just getting it all out. I think I've got it all here.
This is just an Allen key.
You get all the, yeah, I think you get all the gear there. So this is how big the trays are. Oh, yeah. There's going to be 3 of these. And I think I'm going to use 1 for books to haul, 1 for next month. David's just blocked the light. 1 for next month's TBR and 1 for currently reading. Or like that month's TBR, I think. And then I'm going to have these little hooks at the side to hang mugs on and other stuff. I feel very excited about this. So yeah, let's get the instructions out. I'll have a little read of the instructions and then I'll see if anyone's got back to me on Instagram stories. But maybe I'll just have a little mouthful of tea to keep me going. Okay, so let's get going. The first thing I need to do is I need to put these in with these. Put those... that's not it. Oh, that's why they put them in different ones. So put these at the bottom and those there, and then secure those with little nuts, which I'm going to do now. And I've had my first thing back, and it's from Lisbeth Carr, and she says, how's the plastic detox going? It's going okay. Like, I mean, actively myself, I'm doing a good job with it, but you just don't realise how much plastic, what do I need? Those ones. How much plastic is everywhere. Like, even down to things that you don't even realise you're doing it. And I've been to the farm shop today thinking, oh, I'll go to the farm shop. Lovely, I can get all my like fruit and veg there on the individual, because David and I normally shop in sort of budget supermarkets like Lidl and Aldi, where I feel so good when I'm doing things like this, where everything is bought basically in plastic. So I was like, we'll go to the farm shop today. And even before I put stuff on the counter, the woman had started putting things into a plastic carrier bag. So I was like, oh no, I've actually got my own bags here. And it's just everywhere. And even down to like, so today we bought some baby corn because we're having a sweet potato curry tonight. And that baby corn that I bought is in a tray, a polystyrene green tray, oh dear, with wrap around it and a plastic label on it. It's just so much all the time. So yeah, myself, the active things I've been doing, and I'll be updating as I go, but the things I've been doing, I feel like I'm doing a good job. It's just such a big thing, and once you realise it, once you start seeing how much plastic is everywhere, you can't unsee it. Like I said, like when I was in IKEA yesterday, you just notice how much stuff is just wrapped in plastic all the time. It's just unbelievable. I just can't believe how much stuff is plastic. That's the first one. Let's do the next one. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with myself. My most recent thing I've done, and I'll be mentioning this, if you haven't seen, I'm trying to rid myself, I'm definitely reducing the amount of plastic that I use. I've got a video about it, I will link it down below. It's a series I'm starting. But at the end of each of those videos, I'll do a little update on steps that I've been doing. But to tell you, today David and I had our first milk delivery from a milkman who delivers it to our house, which was super exciting. David was so excited when he opened the front door this morning and there was milk on the step in 2. So we get 4 pints a week. We don't know if we're going to need to adjust that. It's £2.70, or is it £3.74? £3.74 a week, which is a lot more. For 4 pints, ordinarily in a supermarket in plastic they'd be £1. But it's organic milk. I think it's local milk as well. I can't be certain, but I think it's local milk as well. I've done both of those. Oh shit, I've done that wrong. Yeah, she's done it wrong. She needs to undo it. She's done it wrong. That's because I'm chatting about plastic. So we had our first milk delivery today, which was very exciting. And yeah, we can recycle the glass bottles back. So I'm very much looking forward to doing that. I think we give them back, or if not, we can take them down the bottle bank. So yeah, so that's something that we've done. And when I was in IKEA yesterday and bought this, I also, right, let me just concentrate on this for a minute. Right, so that needs to go like that. And when I was in IKEA yesterday, I also bought a string bag. Again, you'll see all of these things when I talk about it in my next recycling video, reducing plastic video. I bought a string bag to put like fruit and veg in, so when I go to shops, because I tend to buy, so today's a very good instance of that, because I tend to buy, if I buy individual stuff, then I don't use plastic bags. But for instance, today I was buying individual green beans and they only had plastic bags. They did have some, I had to hunt them out, but they did have paper bags. So I thought, well, if I take a string bag, then I can keep my fruit and veg in that, and then it won't weigh too much, and then when I weigh my fruit and veg, it won't weigh too much. That was a tip I got from one of you guys, so thank you so much. So yeah, I'm pleased with how it's going, she says, as she tosses plastic over there, so far. But I haven't done the official sort of like making a 2-week record. That's my next step, is to make a 2-week record of how much plastic I use. So that's the next step, but I'm definitely making steps all the time. So I've done step number 1, which I've made these. So the next bit is to do those 2. I've got to push these 2 together. I have to concentrate because obviously I'm not... Right, so I'm putting these 2 together. They've got like little grooves on them. Get into the groove. No, that's not it. Heidi Gardner. Next one, Heidi Gardner, she says, what's your favourite recipe from the green roasting tin? And actually, coincidentally, my cousin messaged me last night. Have I got enough of these yet? My cousin messaged me last night because her dad was coming round for dinner, and she wanted to know what to cook from it. And actually, I think my favourite thing that I've had, and this year my aim is to cook everything from it. And as I cook it, I'm giving it a mark out of 10. And I've cooked about 7 things from it so far, 7 or 8 things from it so far. And the only thing I've given 10 out of 10 to, like honestly, I've had no duds. So everything's been given. I don't think anything's got less than a 6, which is amazing. She can't get this bloody screw in. Favourite thing from it is the carrot and taleggio tarte tatin, which I've never once made with taleggio. I've not been able to get hold of it, although apparently Sainsbury's do it. I've always used like whatever cheese I've got. So I've done it with gorgonzola, I've done it with brie, I've done it with cheddar, I've done it with goat's cheese, and basically it's just a some ready-made pastry, ready-made puff pastry. And you lay it out, and then you put whatever cheese that you're having on it. And then slice some carrots. And I always get rainbow carrots from Tesco's because they just look prettier, although they do them in Aldi too. They're a bit shorter in Aldi. and then you put them on top with some thyme and cook it, and then I normally serve it with some roast potatoes and then some green veg, and it's always bloody delicious, like really delicious. And yeah, I haven't not enjoyed that yet, so that's very good. That's probably my favourite. Other highlights are the corn, black bean and feta and squash dish. That's very nice. And then there's two things I like. One's called like Lux winter salad, and that's got soft boiled eggs with it. And then there's another one which is like a artichoke hash. They're the ones I tend to make if people are coming round for dinner. And I've made the chili loads of times as well. They're so easy. Like, I mean, you know how much I love the green roasting tin. I'm always forever going on about it. But they're so easy, particularly if you've got people coming round, because you can do all the chopping and prep before you go. I'm getting a bit hot, I might have to take my jumper off. You can do all the chopping and prep before people arrive, and then you can just put it in like the oven as they get there. Right, I think I need to concentrate on this bit, so I'm just gonna be quiet for a minute. I think I might take my jumper off. So I've done step 2 and 3 now. I'm not particularly happy with this, but I actually can't physically turn the screwdriver around anymore there. So we're moving on to step 4, and I'll have a look and see what else. Right, so now we start slotting the trays in, and then using these guys to secure the trays with one of those and one of those and this matey. So let's do that. And let's have a mouthful of tea. This tea, I'm getting through it quickly, and let's see if anybody else has said anything. Chloe Coles. Hi Chloe, I love Chloe. She works in, she's an author, and she also works in foils, and she's got the most amazing beehive I've ever seen in my entire life. And she says, I ain't got any suggestions. I'm just taking the opportunity to say I bloody love you and your book trolley. Yes, so good. I bloody love you, Chloe, and your book trolley. No, you probably have a book trolley if you work at a bookshop, don't you? Right, that one is just, I think that one's just settled down there. Right, this I think is going to take a bit of concentration, so I'm going to crack on for a moment. Done there. I hope they're not done in any specific order, because I haven't done them in any specific order. But anyway, now it's time for a bit of a bite of Turkish delight, which I just love. Always reminds me of Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. When I was younger and at school, we did a, you know when you used to do like projects at school? We did a project on Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe. And I remember having a little tea party at school where we had tea and toast, because that's what Lucy had when she went to Mr. Tumblr's. Oh my god, how adorable is this? And then we tried Turkish delight as well, and that was the first time I'd had tea. And I thought, oh, it's actually quite nice. I think I had about 12 sugars in it. And Turkish delight, and I've never looked back. Fictioner says, do you read ebooks? What's your opinion of ebooks? I do on the occasion read ebooks. I say occasionally because my Kindle is very rarely charged, because I do it so rarely. I think they're very good for people who are travelling, and I think they're very good for people who don't want to. I think you can get a lot of free books from there, which is fantastic. I also think they're good for the people who can't necessarily, who need larger font, so you can do that. In general, I think ebooks are a good idea. I never thought they would replace books, which they obviously haven't. There've been some statistics raised, haven't there? Oh, I hope this isn't too loud while I'm going all over this. There's been some statistics which show that book sales are actually up, and ebooks are not up. But yeah, I think on the occasion I would read an ebook and not be fussed about it. I remember once, and I can't believe this has even happened to me at all in my life, but once I was visiting my friend Dolores for the weekend, and I'd forgotten a book, which absolutely never happens. Oh, this one won't go on, this one keeps turning. And I bought one on my Kindle, on my phone, and read an ebook on my phone, which wasn't like the most lovely thing I've ever done. Like, it wasn't the best reading experience, but it did what it did. I just think in the age of instancy, ebooks are a very good thing to have, and I run a few book clubs, and I know a lot of people buy the book club books. How am I going to get that to not turn around as I'm turning this? How am I going to do that? I know a lot of people use ebooks for book clubs and things, which is really good, because you can just get the book instantly if you're happy to do that. I'm a bit perplexed as to that. So overall, ebooks, yeah, not necessarily like my favourite way of reading, but I have read them in the future and in the past, and I probably will read them in the future. Maybe that's just alright though. Oh shit! I haven't put this thing on the other side, that's why. Oh my god. Okay, take that off. That's happened twice already, hasn't it? That's why that's not happening. Okay, right, put it back on this side. It's because I'm not concentrating. Right, next question. It's because I'm not concentrating. Phantasma Maddie says, favourite things about England. I'm an American. I'm not finding much I like about here recently. I hope you're okay, Maddie. I know there's a lot of sort of misery going on everywhere in the world at the moment, isn't there? Which is very, very sad. Favourite things I like about England. I love the weather. I like the fact that I can live somewhere where we have a lot of different weather. I don't like the summer so much because it's getting a bit hotter, but I love the weather because you can have like snow. We're scheduled snow over the next few weeks actually. That's much better, I can do it now. And then you can have like bright days. You get quite a lot of sunshine during the summer and things like that. What else? I guess like having never lived in another country, I can't really compare it to other places. I love the greenery, like it's a very green place, and I like seeing lots and lots of green, particularly like where I live now. I like the fact that it's very varied in terms like there's coastline and there's like fenland and there's marshland and there's masses of forest and things like that. That's not particularly like unique to England, but yeah, I like that. I like how close it is to other places. Not that I'm much of a traveller, but I know that I could I can like get on a flight and fly to somewhere in Europe if I wanted to. When I was at university, we had a few American students in our year, and they were always like off to like Amsterdam for the weekend and things like that. Every weekend they were doing something because they'd never lived so close to everything. So I guess that's something else. But yeah, mainly I love it because it's like me, and I love it because that's where I lived and that's what I'm used to. Right, I've done the bottom shelf, look at that. Well done me. Right, so I think the next thing I'm going to do the top one because the middle one doesn't have like these bits which I've attached the last two to, so I think I have to do that quite tightly. So I think the best thing to do is to do that one. Books, Cats and Country says, what curling one did you go for? Curly hair looked fabulous the other day. Do you know what? I really enjoyed having curly hair the other day. I bought a curling wand. I bought a Babyliss one. I don't know the actual name of the Babyliss one. Hi, here I am. Do I do that? Yeah, I need to do that, don't I? I don't know the name of the Babyliss wand, but I will link it. I bought it from Argos, so I will link it. I'm just going to do this on its side. Oh, they all just slot on. Oh, I could have just done that and not been frightened of it. Right. Oh, I do need to do that then, don't I? Because I won't be able to get the middle one on otherwise. Well done, me. It was a Babyliss wand, and the reason I bought it is because it got really hot, and I know that to curl my hair, because it's quite straight, it needs to get really hot. So I'm really, really pleased with it. It took me quite a long time, and I don't know how good my curling around the back was. I'm gonna flip this now. Look at that, I look like a proper worked woman. And I don't know how good my curling around the back of my hair was, but it lasted so long. Like, I've forever been curling my hair with straighteners, which just doesn't really do the job because you have to like pull down on it. So I don't feel like that really did the job very well. So yeah, I bought a Babyliss one. I'm very pleased with it. It gets really hot. I've only done it once. It took me quite a while to do it, but obviously that's something I'll get quicker at, I imagine. So yeah, so I need to, so I'll probably do that again. Maybe on Thursday. I'm going to the theatre on Thursday. Very much looking forward to it. My cousin Laura bought me tickets to see Kinky Boots for Christmas. So we're going to watch Kinky Boots on Thursday, which is very, very exciting. So yeah, the next time I probably will do that will be then. All my purple's almost gone now, hasn't it? Which I'm quite pleased about. It lasted quite a long time, but I'm getting my roots done and a little trim done a week Thursday. So I wanted it all gone from my hair by then, because I didn't want to do highlighting over purple hair. But I do enjoy dyeing my hair different colours. I do enjoy it very much, and I like the different phases of it. I like it when it's really bright, and then I like it as it fades out. So yeah, anyway, Lacey Jackson says, how's running going? Do you have any gear or tips for others to getting into running? Running has been going very, very well. Just need to turn this over. Running's been going very, very well. However, oh, I'd already turned it over. Why did I turn that over? Oh yeah, because I need to do that. Running has been going very, very well. However, when in Centre Parks, I hurt my knee playing badminton, and I don't actually know what I did. It just sort of went, and it's just been feeling a bit weak since then. David and I's plan was to go out for a run today, but we haven't because we've just been doing other jobs. Our boiler broke yesterday, it's back working now, but we've just we had a bit of a delayed morning of doing that, and then I've been to the farm shop and things like that. So I need to get back to it. My number one tip for if you're getting into running is to do the Couch to 5K app. It's absolutely fantastic. Oh yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. It really, really pushes you and paces you, and I couldn't give a better tip for someone to get into running. Like, I couldn't even run like 10 seconds when I started running. Like, that's not even that's not even an exaggeration, as I am prone to exaggeration, but that just makes it so much easier to run, and it builds you up. So you're doing the same run. It's like a, I don't know how many weeks it is, but you do the same run 3 times in a row, and David and I have so far already completed week 1. We completed week 1. We were due to start week 2 when we were in Centre Parks, but obviously I hurt my knee. So annoying. But yeah, I don't know what happened to my knee. It just sort of like went when I was playing badminton, and literally about 20 minutes into playing badminton, so I then had to sit there for the next hour and 10 minutes. And yeah, it's just got a bit funny. So I will be back to it. We were supposed to go out for a gentle one today, but maybe we'll do that when we get in tomorrow night. So yeah, it's going very well. But my number one tip would definitely be to look at the Couch to 5K app, because I just think you can't beat it, guys. You can't beat it, just like I can't beat this. Right, we're on to the middle drawer, and this is the one that I'm a bit concerned about, because this one hasn't got any sort of rafters. I think I'm just gonna have to secure it tightly. I think that's the plan. So David's just commented. David's so cute, isn't he? And he's just said, tell us about your day yesterday at Harry Potter, which I absolutely will do. So David and I went to the Harry Potter Warner Brothers studio tour yesterday. This was my 5th trip. It was David. How many times have you been, David?
That was my 3rd.
That was David. I shouted, and he's not actually as far away as I thought. And we went for my birthday just before Christmas. And we went on holiday this weekend to Centre Parks with David and his family, and on the way back we popped in there because we went there because it's very much on the way back. That is going to hold there for you. So yeah, and every time I go to the Harry Potter film studios, it delivers. There's something new every single time. Normally there has been about sort of years in between my visits, so this was the first time I'd been within the space of a month. But this time we did the audio tour, which is £5 extra. I always thought it was much, much more. That's why I haven't done it until now. What I had heard is that it was Tom Felton narrating to you. That isn't the case. Maybe he did it to start with, but a lot has changed since then, and they haven't got Tom Felton doing it anymore. I'm not sure who the girl was that was doing it. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. It was really, really good to listen to it. It's got some sort of extra, so me, who considers themselves quite a Harry Potter fan in terms of films and the books, I always feel like I know quite a lot about it. I still learn quite a lot from the audio tour. So if you're going and you've got an extra £5 to hand, you do have to still pre-book, but I would definitely recommend doing it, particularly if you've been before and you fancy a bit of a change. But yeah, I really, really liked it. It was still Hogwarts in the snow as well, which was nice. I don't actually remember. Have you only ever seen it in the snow, David? No, we've been in September before. No, we've been in September before for your birthday, remember? The first time we went with Ryan and Amy.
No, we went to the zoo that day. I've only ever been with just you and me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so David's only ever seen Hogwarts in the snow. I think I'm unscrewing that. So yeah, I think I've only been I've been with my dad and sister. Oh, and I've been with Ryan before, so maybe I haven't seen it a few times. David's just stroking Minnie because she's in her bed. But Hogwarts in the snow is also lovely. It's all decorated for Christmas, which, as you may know, David and I are quite big fans of Christmas. So it's quite nice to see a little bit more Christmassy stuff. But yeah, it's just, it's just fantastic, and I really enjoyed the audio tour and thought it was really good, and would very much recommend it. I'm about to finish off. I think this is the last screw. The last time that can go around. Right, so now I've got to flip it and straighten up, no, not straighten up, and then put the last screw in, and then we're going to put the casters on it, the wheels on it, and then we're done. And then I've got to decide what I want to do with it. So this is what it looks like. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's do that now. Hiya. I think I have done this. David, is this middle one wonky? Is this middle one wonky?
Huh.
Oh, good.
Well done.
So I've done this. Now I've got to put the wheels on, so turn it this way. Like that. Ow! And let me just read about the wheels. It's got to go up and that bit's got to go down. And you've got to make sure they're all level. Next one. Next one. I've had another. Oh, this isn't a question. This is just very. Oh, have I done that right? Yeah. This isn't a question. This is just very cute. This is from Amy of the Geek. Hiya, all the way over there. She says, "Love your channel and your upbeat humour. You're an inspiration. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I don't feel like much of a DIY inspiration. I'll be honest. Still got this going round." Has anyone else got one of these? I've seen them often, or has anyone else seen people using these for books? I always see people using them on Bookstagram, as I said earlier. Oh, that's got to go around more. No, that's doing that. So if I do it like that. But yes, I feel very excited about it. And actually, I follow, which I'm sure many people do. Get rid of that now. A Beautiful Mess, which is a blog from an American blog, and one of the women on there, Elsie, she uses one for beauty products, because you can see everything rather than keeping them in drawers and stuff, which I think is a really good idea. So I feel like maybe if I get on well with this for books, then I may well get one in other aspects of my life. David and I did think a while ago we were going to get one for the kitchen to put like herbs and stuff on, but we actually had a bit more space than we thought. Oh, I'm an absolute pro at this now, look. Right, that's that one. Last wheel going on. I've done it. I'm just turning it up the right way. I've done it! I'm so pleased. So yeah. Now I've got to decide what I want to do. I think I'm going to have books like my TBR and currently reading up here. Book haul books, so books that I receive for or buy that month ready for hauling. And then maybe like next month, things that I want to read next month, and other little bits. And then, as I said, I've bought these so I can hang them. Oh, there's not as many as I thought. On the side, and then I can have like a little mug hanging from it or something cute like that. Maybe I'll do two. I don't know what I need them for those days. So yeah. So thanks for joining me on my making of my book trolley. I'm sure you'll see it full at some point. And thanks for everyone who sent in discussion topics and stuff like that. That's it for me. I'm going to fill this up and I'm going to do some reading this afternoon. So I'll see you all again soon for another BookTube video. Goodbye!